Oh Lord, won't you buy me Mercedes Benz? Oh Lord, won't you buy me an a color TV? Three. Oh Lord,
Now, when I did it in LA, it was more drag. It was a lot more drag, and when I did a lot of people used to say to me, "Oh, you don't need to do drag. You don't need to do that." Playing with gender is more interesting, I think. You know, being male and female. Sequins, and they want the glitter because that's what they're comfortable with. They understand that, and they don't understand the other. I don't identify with anyone, you know. The drag queens, and I don't want to be stereotyped, because in some ways the drag stuff is silence. It means shutting your mouth. Actually singing the way I do, no. I've trained myself to do that. I've listened to those people, just listening, being inspired by, I'd say, 80% women singers. But I find my show really hard. It's like I put myself through the ringer.
So
I mean, it's hard being Janis Joplin, let me tell you. It's hard being Billie Holiday, and it's hard being Maria Callas.
Oh, Maria, give me the headaches. Too much screaming, is it?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, in my family it was very, I wasn't allowed to go out until a very late age, and I became very homey and would sort of listen to a lot of music. That's how it all started, really, by just listening to a lot of singing and music and stuff. And I remember when Robin Archer did her show, A Star Is Torn, that was a really wonderful thing. Just something about that show kind of really attracted me to that kind of thing at the time, because of the way she was doing it. She was kind of being very political about the women and showing a side of these women that wasn't the glamorous side, and telling their story. So that was interesting. That was like a first time I was exposed to that kind of performance, and that people do that.
Hello, my name's Robin Archer. Hi, thank you. Thank you very much. Now, I'd just like to say that I'm pretty disgusted tonight by the lack of Australian content. Meaning the lack of Australians being represented here tonight. I'm from Adelaide, and I'd just like to say that it's not on. Yes, that's right. I've been having a good bitch session with Kylie Minogue, and we're both not thrilled. This is what happens, ladies and gentlemen, when we nurture our children on American crap all these years, then the Aussies never get a go. So it's not on. I better get back to my thesis now on lesbians in the Second World War. Thank you. So I'll see you next century. Bye.
Okay, the other thing is with women, right? In Sydney, I noticed I have a really great response from lesbians, and particularly lesbians. I think they're great. I mean, they really get into what I do, because I think it's obvious. They think, well, he's not trying to portray a woman, you know, and in some ways they like that, because it's me acknowledging my own femininity that I have inside me. That's not mocking women, which is what drag in some ways does, to a degree. You know, there is an exaggeration of women. Exaggeration is an appearance and ways of being. You know, I mean, what I exaggerate is the personality of a character that I'm doing, but not the feminine part. That's my part. That's me. So that's something that's really interesting. That response from particularly women, which to me is a big compliment.
Because when you need people who need people are the luckiest people in the world. Where children needing other children, and yet letting our grown-up pride hide all the need inside, acting more like children than children. Thank you very much, Emma.
Give me a chance. You know, that's the thing in music, in the music industry in Australia. A lot of people aren't prepared to break away from the normal, the done to death, very safe music industry in this country. You know, you'd never get Prince, Michael Jackson or Madonna in this country. Right. If you ever had those talents come from this country, they would never have made it unless they'd gone overseas. That's something I've always said.
Never know how much I love you. Never know how much I care. When you put your arms around me, I get a fever that's so hard to bear. You give me fever. When you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight. Fever, oh yeah. In the morning, fever all through the night. Express yourself, don't repress yourself. Express yourself, don't depress yourself.
Totally homophobic, and totally, you know, misogynistic and all those things. That's one thing I found, you know, researching the music industry, is that it's very closed, very safe, very mediocrity rules.
Today is the last day that I am using words. They've gone out, lost their meaning.
down one night, and I was doing the show, ready to do the show for the Tilbury Hotel, which was in Sydney, for the Mardi Gras, Gay and Lesbian Mardi Gras in Sydney, and they wanted a title for my new show. And I was sitting there thinking, well, okay, I'm not going to do drag. I'm going to do this androgynous thing, and I was thinking, and I just kept thinking of burning bras and burning wigs and things, and I just kept thinking, and burning sequins came out. Okay. I used channeling as an excuse to do various characters, but I mean, I'm not a strict impersonator by any means. I'm not interested in that at all. I'm not really interested in that. Mm-hmm. I'm interested in giving a feeling of a person or an idea of a person. I'm not interested in getting up there and sounding like being Judy Garland, you know. Because there are people, I've seen lots of people do that and they do it well, and I thought it'd be nice to do something a little bit twisted. They just go, oh, you don't sound like Judy Garland. And it's like, well, did you ever hear Judy Garland recording at the end of her career?
Yeah. Very shaky.
It's shaky, and it's losing it, you know, and it's that whole thing of tapping into a rawness about these people. Billie Holiday at the end of her career again, Janice, you know, and it's like, you know, you're not smooth and it's not pretty, you know, it's not a nice look.
Good morning, honey, you gloomy outside. Morning, honey, thought we said goodbye last night. I tossed and turned until it seemed you had gone, but here you are with the dawn. Wish I'd forget you, but you're here to stay. Seems I met you when my love went away. Now every day I stop by saying to you, good morning, heartache, watching you. Stop haunting me now. I can't shake you, no how. Just leave me alone. I've got those Monday blues, straight through Sunday blues. Morning heartache, here we go again. Morning heartache, you're the one who knew me when. I might as well get used to you hanging around. Morning heartache, sit down.
I don't know. I don't know why. I just was. I just listened to her and liked her and identified with her or something. Something about her singing, her music really said something to me.
It's sort of...
It was actually a book that I was attracted to. It was a book of her photographs and her image. There was something about her that I was just fascinated, 12-year-old boy, fascinated by this woman, her appearance, her look and everything. And there's something very down to earth, very rocky, very free about her, something in her photographs. I didn't even know she was dead. I didn't know anything about her. And it was about a year later, I had this book, I took it everywhere with me, and it was about a year later I first heard her sing an actual record of her from the Big Brother days, and I mean, it was amazing.
So it started with the pictures.
Changed my life.
And then you heard the music later.
Yeah. It was the opposite. Yeah, it was the photographs first. It was her image. It was her first, like a first time I ever.
Hiya, man. It's Janice. My God, what's this shit, man?
It's water.
Got the book and just flipped up, and the first thing was there's all these black and white photographs in the centre, and I just looked at it, and then it was like I could never put that book down again. It was like, it was really bizarre. Yeah. And then when I heard her sing, it was like on the whole other side. It was shocking. It was like shocking to hear her sing, because to me it was like she was in pain or something. There was this woman, I've never heard anyone sing like that.
Take another piece of my heart.
Yeah, that was the song.
Even the lyric is extraordinary.
It was like listening to some accident or something, or crash, or, you know, big sound. It was a big sound, and it was very black, too. Janice obviously was influenced by a lot of black singers.
I wanted a song about rock and roll, man. I want to dedicate to all the women in the house, man. All the women out there working and rocking. Yeah, yeah. It's called Take Another Piece of My Heart. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, till I'll make you feel like you were the only man. Yeah! Honey, didn't I give you nearly everything I ever had to give? You know I did. Each time I tell myself, well, the going will be rough. Well, I'm gonna show you, baby, that a woman can be tough. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Take it! Take another little piece of my heart now, baby. Break it! Break another little bit of my heart now, baby. Have another little bit of my heart now, baby, baby, baby. You know you got it if it makes you feel good. Hey, you're out on the streets, honey, looking good, and you know deep down in your heart it just ain't right. When you know you never, honey, never hear me when I cry at night, cry all the time. Each time I tell myself, oh, the going will be rough. Well, I'm gonna show you, baby, that a woman can be tough. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Take it! Take another little bit of my heart now, baby. Break it! Break another little bit of my heart now, baby, baby, baby. Have it! Have another little bit of my heart now, baby, baby, baby. You know you got it if it makes you feel.
They go, what does that mean? What is that? I can see that guy. He's doing Judy Garland, but I can see that guy on stage, and I don't like it. You're not upset. It upsets them. You hear me? It's my voice. It's always my voice. If you want to listen to Judy Garland or Janis Joplin, go out and buy the record and listen to the real thing. It's all part of history, our history, gay history, whatever history too. Are those singers to some degree, and in some way identifying with pain. Maria Callas, Billie Holiday, Judy Garland. I mean, Janis is one that I only found in America, gay men in America identified with, was that Janis, which really took me by surprise in San Francisco and in LA. I'd have all these gay men crying in the audience and stuff, going, oh, I remember seeing Janis in the streets and she was so cool, and they got into it. And like Melbourne, they really get into it. And in Sydney, I mean, this year has been really good because I've had actually a great response in Australia for the first time to my work. People are starting to get it and appreciate it. Yeah, which is good.
I think I should ask you another question. You covered everything I wanted to talk. No.
Good riddance, goodbye.